What's up, YouTube? So, it's a collection video. I'm trying to get through my collection. It keeps growing on the backside, so you gotta, kind of have to add and stuff. So, I'm gonna start, I have 6 pair of 6s and 4 pair of 7s. So, I'm gonna do 6s and 7s combined. Because, just because I don't want to have a video of just 4 shoes. Oh, but here's 4 7s. So I don't want that. That's why I'm kind of combining these two. So let's get right into it, shall we? Let's just 6s. I'm not going to get into the history of the shoes because I'm not super familiar with the history of the shoes. I know these came out in 1991. So there's that. But I am going to start off with my first and only non-OG colorway, which is the Slam Dunks. So these are the Slam Dunks. Alright. And I got these from Sneakerworks. Because I've definitely missed out on the drop. These were an Asia exclusive, I believe. I could be wrong. But I love the shoe. I love that, the anime that's on there. And I love Mine Is Now. I love that. I absolutely love that. And I also love the kind of 3M appearance that it has. So I noticed when I was filming my the black box deal that what am I saying? The 3M kind of went off with my lighting system, so I'm hoping that it does the same for these. So, but these are the Slam Dunk 6s. Definitely my favorite non-OG colorway. And I just want to be clear, I do use sneaker shields in all my 6s because that toe box. I just want to maintain it. Yep, so there's those. Boop! Alright, so now we move on to the OG colorways. And my favorite 6 of all time has got to be the Carmine. Man, do I love this shoe. I love this shoe. But I was talking to someone and they said that the CDP pack was significantly better than the 2014 release as far as quality goes. But I'm cool with the one I got. I love this shoe. This was one of my first purchases off of StockX, and I use that. I use that pretty regularly. So Carmine's, I remember when these came out, and I absolutely wanted a pair so bad. But I ended up getting the next pair instead, which is these, the Black IR. And I'm hoping that the 3M kind of pops out on these as well. It has 3M in the upper here. So this is the Black IR. And this is the shoe I ended up getting when it dropped back in '91. My parents were always very supportive of me and my sneaker deal. I was allowed to get a sneaker at the beginning of school, and then I got one for Christmas. My video game definitely took a hit. My video game habit definitely took a hit when it came to these sneakers because I wore a grown man size in 4th grade. My son, fortunately, in some shoes, he can pull off the kid sizes still. So, Black IR, second favorite 6 ever. Alright. Make sure this thing's on silent. It's not. Sorry about that. So, and then the next one is the white IR. And I love these shoes. So I hear a lot of people get kind of, oh, they're not like the original. I think they get confused with the Varsity Red, because I don't believe that the Varsity Red is the original colorway. I'm pretty sure the IR is. So yeah. So I don't believe that is the original color. The that pink color, that hot pink, or the infrared color is the original color. Like, it really is. And then they came out with a deep IR, and then they came out with a Varsity Red, and then another Varsity Red, and then they dropped these joints. And these came out in 2014. But I like that color on them. It's classic. I just dig it. And so these guys, which have seen a lot of love, are the Sport Blue 6s. And I went on a phase with these where these became my beater kicks, and they pretty much are my beater kicks. And I got some cleaning to do on these to get some of that yellowing out in there. And I'm going to get through and get these cleaned up and restored a bit to get them back to their original love, because there's some slices, some tears in the leather, some hellified scuffs, some miscoloration here. I can get that painted over, but these are an OG colorway as well. You can see these. So for me, 6s crease funny for me on my left foot, because of, see that crease right there, and most of my 6s do that. And it's because of the foot base and how thin my foot is in the how thin my foot is inside the shoe, so I get weird creasing. But I can tell you that since I started using sneaker shields, it kind of blocks that side off. So we don't see that here, but we do see it on this one. But like I said, this is a beater kick. I will probably end up getting another pair of these soon, just to allow those to die. And this was the remastered version, like the OG version of the new maroon. So you get that. And then you get that Nike Air on the butt. Get that in there real good. And even the lace lock has Nike on it. And again, I'm not really a huge fan of this particular shoe. Not shoe, but this colorway. But it does complete my OGs. So, I have, these are the OG colorways. Now, they're not all like, I don't think I can pick them all up. They're not all OGs, from like 1991. But they are all OG colorways. These are all OG colorway 6s. Oh. So yeah, Carmine, black IR, white IR, Sport Blue, new maroon, and the only non-OG colorway I have is a Slam Dunk. But this is such a dope shoe. Such a dope shoe. Alright. 7s. So we'll start off with a non-OG 7. Because the rest of them... No, the French Blue is not OG, but anyway. So, these are the Marvin the Martian joints. And these are my rainy day kicks. I rock these jokers when it's raining outside. I got this dope lace lock on here from Stay Schemin'. It's a Marvin the Martian lace lock. P36 regulator space modulator, whatever. Super dope. And I really like this shoe, and they set, and it made me feel bad for them. But you know, it's all good. Like, I thoroughly like this shoe a ton. But what's my favorite part about the 7 is the sole. I think that's everybody's favorite part, is the sole of those. It's just an iconic deal. And like, so the Marvin the Martians have this cool green glow on these guys. I think that's really neat. But like, I do rock these. I don't like the tongue. I wish they'd have done the tongue with like purple or green like they did the hair, which I'll show you here in a second. But I feel like the tongue makes it kind of look like a kid's colorway, or a GS version. And these are the French blue. And again, this is kind of like the sport blue. I wore these a lot before I had a larger collection. These were in high rotation. They've got a lot of love since they dropped. But what I do like about the French blue is the tumbled leather on this shoe. You know, they did a really good job with the leather on this shoe. And so when I'm talking about the tongue here, you see how that tongue is like blocked out with one color? The GS shoes are like that a lot. Like, they'll get one color, where the men's sizes usually get that kind of tongue. And I feel like that's the tongue they should have done with that. And they probably would have made it so if it had that green, the purple, the red, and like that green color, like steel color. Yep. So those are my French blues. And these are my favorite 7s, but not the most iconic, but hair 7s. And I love the suede on these. But see that tongue? I really would have preferred to have a big chunk of that yellow on the tongue, but you know, I got a little chunk. It is what it is. I love it still. That one. I got these on a Nike restock, like on some random shit. And I don't know when the here, see what that's the production date. Yeah, it restocked this year, and they were produced in February of 2015, and this is in 2016. So boom, hair. That's my favorite 7. And this is the Bordeaux VII. Another OG colorway. I love these. Alright, so I do love these, but here's my complaint about this particular version of this one. Is the darker gray midsole. I liked it better with the light gray midsole that matched more of the suede versus matching this side, because this is almost like a black. But I wish I had that light gray color here and here like they did on the one that dropped, I think, 2 years before this one. But this is still, like, who would have thought like olive green, blue, maroon, and black and gray would be a good color combination? Jordan and Nike did. They really, like, I had these in '92, but this pair was just the coolest. I really do think those are awesome. And these are my 7s. So I don't have enough 7s. I need to get more 7s. And you know, that's something I'm working on, is getting some more 7s. I wish they all came with the same type of leather that the French blue was. You know, I wish I'd have gotten the Dornbecker 7s that dropped, but I didn't. But I will tell, you can bet your sweet ass that I will be on the hunt for some Dornbecker 7s. So these are my 6s and my 7s in my collections. Like I said, the 7s are highly represented in my collection. My hope is to get more. Let me know, do y'all like 6s and 7s? Are they your favorites? I know a lot of people that say that they're their favorites. You know, what do y'all think? Let me know. Thanks for stopping by. Talk to y'all later.